Good morning. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot, and today is our next week's reading. So, looking at the energies. So, what we're going to do is look at the overall energies for next week, what we won't see coming in, what to look for, challenges maybe this for the upcoming week, strengths, um, kind of where it all leads, and then advice. So, we're just going to would be our weekly reading. It is Sunday, so our weekly reading. I'm going to use Runic Tarot today. Some I have like 4 decks sitting out here. I've got the Wizards, the regular Radiant Light. That's what I usually use for clarifying, and then my Black Cat Tarot, and then the Barbier Tarot, which I haven't used for a while. I sit down and I look at all my decks. I go, okay, what am I going to read with this time? So usually what's drawn to me, okay, what do we need to know for our upcoming week? What do we need to know? Whew. What do we need to know? So I'm going to do 3 cards for the energies for next week. We've got the World, 10 of Swords, and the Moon. What we don't see. Real, what to look for. King of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. Challenges. And Temperance and Strength. 7 of Wands. That's good. Where it all leads. Justice. Advice. King of Wands. So our current situation, or the energies for the next week, are the World, 10 of Swords, and the Moon. There's definitely something coming to a conclusion here. With the World and the 10 of Swords. It's weird because the World, it's definitely an ending, but it's usually, a good end, something that you've worked hard and it's come to a conclusion. Whereas the 10 of Swords is literally just something going away and ending, but not necessarily. The World is like a finality card, like you've done what you've sought off to do, like getting your diploma, or you had a goal in mind, and the world is about reaching that goal or reaching that destiny or reaching that area. The 10 though reminds me of it's over, it's done. Like there is no, the 10 of Swords is, there's not necessarily an ending. Like it's just over, it's done. It's not that you reached a goal or reached anything. It's just something that's done. And then we have the Moon, which is, shadows and things just aren't seeming right. It's weird, given the energies we had yesterday. I almost get the feeling I have to pull another card. You know what? I'm gonna actually clarify. Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, so it does feel something to do with stability, work. You do have Justice and where it all leads, so whatever's happening is supposed to happen. You have King of Pentacles and what to look for. I do feel like that could be an energy coming in. So if it would be work, it would be maybe a manager, a boss, someone important. If it's, love, it could be that type of energy. Doesn't matter on the gender. Either way, work too. It could be a female boss. It could be a female King of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify the top row because the rest I got. I just want to make sure on these. It's kind of an interesting little display of cards there. Okay, so one card to clarify the world, please. Wow, one card to clarify the Ten of Swords. And one card to clarify the Moon. And what is ending with the Ten of Swords? I asked what's ending with the Ten of Swords, and I got the Justice, and the Justice is our outcome. I am not going to lie, this is another tough one that I'm struggling with because, so the clarifier of the world is Ace of Cups. And I feel like there could be some kind of conclusion to maybe something that you've started. It's odd to me because I'm not getting any super strong feelings here. And the Nine of Cups clarifying the Ten of Swords. And I just don't overall get the feeling that like the desires are coming to an end. I don't believe that. But there is something that is coming to an end that does have to do with your wishes and dreams. But I don't feel like it's like this, crashing energy, of losing hope. Because that would be to me like, right, if it were the ending of desire, what you desire, it would almost feel like a loss of hope, right? But it doesn't feel that way. It feels like maybe there's a situation. There's something here where it feels like maybe something has come to a conclusion. And I feel like it does. Okay, so I do feel like it does have something to do with something that you've worked for or wanted. And it started not that long ago, right? Because it's the Ace of Cups. And I feel like that maybe, and here's the thing, we've got the Moon too, which is things aren't always as they seem. So I get this really odd feeling that something is going to feel like it's done. But I think because, see, you have the Six of Wands here too, clarifying the Moon, this is odd. Okay, so yeah, I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie. So, I do feel like, yeah, I mean, so if there was something that you put into play, it not necessarily last week, this could have been, weeks ago. And I don't think this has anything to do with our reading yesterday. I feel like this is a specific situation. You've started something and you started it with really big desires and dreams and hopes of it working out in some way or another. It is a pretty big deal, probably. It doesn't have to be a huge deal. Like, I don't think this is, if it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world or anything, but I think it's something that you've looked forward to. I think next week it feels like there's an ending or conclusion. It doesn't feel like an ending, and I'll tell you why too, because we have what we don't see as the wheel, and that means things are moving forward. But with this, there is some kind of things aren't always as they seem, and I think the Six of Wands is saying that there is some kind of recognition here. You're going to, I think you're going to recognize that too. just with the energies, like, so there is this thing ending, right? I mean, it's absolutely ending. And but it feels like it's not really. I feel like the moon is saying that yes, there's this feeling of conclusion with the world, and this feeling kind of like it's done. Okay, we've concluded, we've come to our ending, and now it's done. But that moon, I feel like, is saying it's not really done. It only feels done, but it's not really done. Things aren't always as they seem. So I feel like that's kind of the energy there. And I'm going to play with that too a little bit, because um, what we don't see is the wheel, and that's all about forward movement and moving towards our destiny. So there is still something moving forward. There's still something moving that is the right thing, because we have justice in where this all leads. So the right thing does happen. What's supposed to happen happens, and the wheel is about fate too. So I do feel like something is, so basically it is kind of confusing, because there's this energy of feeling like this project, this, it could be a relationship for some people, but I feel like it could be a project, it could be work, it could be maybe, a job offer. It could be something that you felt really good about and you were excited about because of the Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups. But these things have come to an ending, right? But they're not necessarily ending. They may be ending as you perceive them to be, or what you thought it would be, but that doesn't mean that it's over. And that's where the wheel comes in. Also, what to watch for is the King of Pentacles. So that tells me if it's a relationship, right, there's this person still there. But at the same time, I feel like if it's, work related, this person has something to do with it. They're a manager, they're head of the project, or, the hiring person. There's somebody, or they could be also somebody just giving you really good advice. So think about that too. I mean, that's what it could definitely be. Definitely. Your challenge is temperance. And I think we've talked about this before. The challenge is going to be keeping your cool a little bit. I think it might be a little bit frustrating for a bit with this feeling of things coming to a conclusion. And it may hurt a little bit, but I do feel like you'll just need, the challenge is just kind of keeping your emotions in check a little bit, and not getting over emotional about anything, because I feel like too, we got to keep in mind that I don't think it's really over. I really don't, not with the wheel there, not at all. And the Seven of Wands is our strength, and that says, you will stick up for yourself. You really you will stick up for this. So whatever it is coming to an ending, you're going to stick up for it to some degree or another. However, I do feel like with the challenge being the temperance, I would just watch how you stick up for yourself. That's all. Don't don't go crazy and but I do feel like it's that kind of energy. And I think that's what was kind of confusing me with the wheel and this energy of it's tough. And then the clarifiers almost like made it worse. Where everything is leading is the justice. So that just tells us that the right thing will happen. There will be balance. There will be justice. But I feel like it's not really about justice as much as it is about, you know what? It's really weird. And I had this energy yesterday, or it's like, I don't know what at some point I had this energy. I don't know what reading I was doing, but it was like, I told you so. And I think it was yesterday's reading. Like that kind of, I get this feeling that you guys are going to be able to say, I told you so to somebody. Or maybe I will, I don't know, but I think it's the reading. I think it's you. I think it's the situation. Like someone is saying, no, it's over. It's done. This isn't going to happen. It's never going to work. And You're like, yeah, right. I told you so. I told you what was going to happen, and you didn't believe me. You know, that kind of feeling. I really am getting that feeling with the justice today, that it's more like a, there you go, there you have it. The King of Wands is your advice. So this could be like reaching out to someone that has this energy that's really motivated and excited and is really passionate about whatever it is they do, or it is a reminder to put passion into what you're doing and really try to stay motivated in whatever it is you're doing, because I have a feeling it might be a little bit of a challenge to do so because it's going to feel like it's done, but it's really not. And so there's this energy of like losing that passion a little bit, and I think this is a reminder: don't lose the passion, don't lose it at all. It's going to be really important to stay focused um, and keep it up. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. There's your daily reading. I'm sorry I got a little bit caught up in, but you know what? I shouldn't apologize, because that's a reading. It was tough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is what it is. So anyway, I appreciate you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.